I don't know what I'm suggesting, Doctor. You see, Iris is blaming Ryan for Alex's death because Ryan had an argument with Alex just before he died.
Well, I was under the impression that Ryan never actually spoke to Alex. That he just walked into the room and found Alex dead.
Well, did you talk to Ryan before you went to see him?
Yes, I did. Alex requested a meeting with him. He obviously considered it urgent. That's why I allowed Ryan to see him.
But Mrs. Wheeler was opposed to that meeting on the premise that Mr. Wheeler needed some rest.
I know. But he seemed concerned. He was agitated. I felt that he wouldn't get any rest unless he spoke to Ryan.
Forgive me for sounding like an investigator. I'm just trying to piece together exactly what happened.
No, I understand. I know that Mrs. Wheeler is extremely grief-stricken right now, and I assume she has some quarrel with Ryan, but as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing suspicious about your brother's death. Now, if there were any indication of foul play, we would have performed an autopsy and called in the police.
All right. Now I've got to figure out a way to convince Iris of that. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Think anything's happened to Elena?
Well, there wasn't an answer out at the house, so I'm sure she's on her way.
I hope she's not still feeling sick.
Yeah, so do I.
Elena just called. She's not coming.
What?
She's sick.
Yeah, but I just called her 10 minutes ago. There wasn't any answer.
She was at the drugstore getting something for her stomach.
Sounds like a bad case of nerves
I
to
told
me.
you we shouldn't have pushed her. So you about ready to start the show?
Oh.
Well, no, not exactly, Mr. Parnell.
Why? Where's Lynn?
She's come down with something, one of them 24-hour, one of them stomach viruses.
And she's not going to do the show?
No, sir, she isn't.
I think you better find some alternative pretty fast. You're going to have a house full of irate customers.
Mr. Parnell, I don't have any other alternative.
Why, what about Ricky?
Ricky, could you do it?
Sure he could.
Well, how about it, Ricky? Would you mind?
Well, I don't mind, but the question is, what about the audience?
No, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, folks, could I have your attention, please? I'm sorry to have to announce, but Elena Decker's not feeling too well tonight. No, hold on. No, something's good here. She come down with one of them 24-hour viruses, and I hope she'll be better tomorrow night. But we do have a treat for you. Her brother, Ricky Decker, who sang with Elena right here a couple times, right here on this stage, he's going to sing for us tonight instead, okay? So how about a big hand for Ricky Decker? Give him a hand.
We're gonna try something here. This is a song you've probably all heard before, and it's one of my favorite songs, so here goes. Day after day, I'm more confused as I look for the light through the pouring rain. You know that's a game that I hate to lose. I'm counting on you. Carry me through. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. Don't understand the things I do now. The world outside is so unkind. Counting on you. Carry me through. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Hey, oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
How'd you like to be married to a lawyer, huh?
You're a lawyer.
Yeah, but
I don't practice law, do I?
Are you thinking about leaving the company?
Am I? What do you think, huh?
I don't think that you should quit because of some wild accusations that Iris is making about you. I think you should stay there and fight her. Prove that she's wrong.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't know if I can prove that she is wrong. Nobody else was in the hospital room with Alex and me. It's Iris's word against mine.
What does Grant think?
Well, I'm pretty sure he believes me.
I thought you were going to find a way to deal with Iris, Ryan.
I'm considering the alternatives.
You know, the more I hear about Iris Wheeler, the less I like her.
Hey, now, Iris is very strong-willed, but she's not a bad person at all.
No, she sounds like a terrible person to me.
Listen, grief does very strange things to people, and some handle it better than others.
Honey, I'm really sorry that Iris lost her husband. But he was your uncle, and I don't think you should give in to her like that.
Okay. I'm going to find a way to deal with the situation.
Okay. Then if you want to practice law, that's fine. But just don't quit under a cloud of suspicion.
Okay. I'm going to try and talk with Iris tomorrow.
That's a good idea.
You know, now that I have all these responsibilities, I just can't follow my impulses anymore like I used to.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Ryan, no matter what you choose to do, I'll stand by you. As long as we can be together.
I love you.
I love you, too.
Why'd you take your wig off?
Because it's night, Joe, and no one's going to see us. Besides, it was hot and it was making my head itch.
I don't care. I don't want anybody to recognize you.
Joe, they won't. Oh, is this the place the lady in the diner told you about?
Yeah, but she was right. Gus moved away a week ago.
Well, did the landlady say she knew where he went?
Nah. I gave her that line about owing money, but, and she let me check the place, but it was empty.
Well, then we have no way of knowing where he is.
Check information.
Yeah, I went to that filling station down the street and I used their payphone. There was an unlisted number for Gus Perkins, except that information wouldn't give me the address.
And what about the coop? Did you call him and tell him you couldn't make it?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Well, Billy Joe said that he understood, but I still hated doing it.
I told you should have gone.
Joe, this is too important right now.
Helping me find the money?
Look, you promised me that you would give me a written confession that would free Dennis Carrington.
And I will, as soon as I can get away.
Would it be so terrible if you wrote that confession before you found the money?
Elena, that money buys me a ticket to South America. If I write that confession now, the cops are going to know I'm in Houston. And the only ticket I'll be able to buy is one that sends me to prison. And if it comes down to me being in prison in Carrington, I'd rather it be him in prison.
Yeah, but we don't know where Gus is. We don't even have any way of tracking him down.
Yeah, but Jeannie, that girl at the diner, has a feeling he's going to be back in a couple of days to show off the money.
Oh, Joe, what are you going to do? You're going to sit out there all day? She'll get suspicious.
Not if I'm working there.
Working there?
Yeah. She thought I was the new cook. Maybe I ought to be.